right, guys, a lady who is absolutely confident and brave about her journey. Our first guest has transformed her journey from overcoming low self-esteem, self-doubt, and emotional abuse. Joining us this morning is inner self coach and confidence coach and founder of the LoveUnuhSelf Initiative, Simone Maghanza. Good morning to you, my darling.
Good morning.
Queen to the right, queen to the left. Listen, you're embracing it. How are you? How are you doing?
I'm feeling great. I'm feeling spiritually authentic.
I love that. I love that. We have to talk about it. You're telling me earlier on that when you started out being, a confidence coach, it started with you just talking and giving people advice, right? You didn't even know what a coach was or a mentor was, right?
No.
Okay, so let's dive into it. Tell us some more about how it is that you embrace this part of you, though.
All right, what happened is that I was born and raised in the inner city community of Allentown, where I was told by the persons that was in my environment that if I was light-skinned, I would be better looking. Now, that made me feel unattractive and insecure, so I started to bleach my skin because I wanted to fit in with the crowd. But apart from that, also, I was always a talker. Love talk, love play school, love the dancing, always the leader, always doing stuff. People say, oh, you could be a teacher, you could be a lawyer, you could be all different kind of things. Never know that mother there right here, so when I'm there right now, I talk to people and I inspire people to be them authentic self and using my journey and my low self-worth to help people right now.
Yeah. Are you talking about, overcoming that low self-esteem of skin bleaching? How did you decide that, this is not for me? I really need to just embrace who I am. When did you realize that who you were from the inside out was just perfect? It was fine.
All right, so I got a rare case of chicken pox, which damaged my skin, and bleaching cream and chicken pox don't get along,
Really?
The side effects of that make it look like a little scar dog.
Okay.
That's not what I mean. What I mean is that the side effect of that, because I was so addicted to the opinion of others that when I had the chicken pox, I used to use the bleaching cream to cure it. Because I like, no, I don't want to get back black again because I'm telling myself me light skin, me that better looking, and all of them something there. So it's the chicken pox really made me transition and I decided to look here, I'm not do this no more.
Right.
And the people pleasing thing, because life begins when you start pleasing the crowd,
Yes, ma'am.
You can't please everybody because you're not for everyone and everyone is not for you. So I have to face the uncomfortable truth about myself by saying, when the bleaching cream done, the color done.
Yeah.
Because me never born brown. So I just have to just accept it for who me is and just, it all comes from the environment. And then I realized that I was the full package at the wrong address.
I'm very happy you mentioned that because, oftentimes when you start accepting who you are and becoming confident and claiming your confidence, you have people around you who will try to remind you that, but sorry, I'm going so fine, all that and a bag of chips.
As always.
Yeah. So you saying that you were in the wrong place, right? What made you decide that you needed to come out of it and become more of who you are?
Just accepting myself for who I truly am.
Yeah.
Flaws and all. I know that majority of the persons them who tell you say you don't look good or tell you say you don't love yourself, them have issues with themselves. So they were projecting on me and remember me authentically naive and I don't understand nothing. I never have nobody to say, oh, you're beautiful. My mother never have fitness speech. So if you go to her and you say, Mommy, you know that Mitzi said something about me. Oh, Bigfoot Betsy.
Got it.
Bigfoot this. So I develop a defense mechanism. So if they say to me, say, hey, Biggie, me say like your cracks. But I have to understand that that's not where we're, that energy just going to like push it further and all of that. So when somebody says something to me, what I do, I step back.
Yeah.
And I look at myself and I said, are they projecting or am I manifesting? Or I was operating under ugly energy.
Yeah.
You understand? So now I started to operate under pretty energy and truth energy. And then my mentor, Richie, had a mentor, Rastaman. He was the first person who called me queen. I never accept that at the time because when you see queen, you see the crown and you see the something.
Something that doesn't look like you.
It was a spiritual crown, an inner spirit, your self-worth, your self-esteem, your self-confidence. And I accepted it as the queen. Hence why I transitioned from the ugly duckling to the authentic queen.
Authentic queen with this initiative called LoveUnuhSelf Initiative.
Right.
Let's talk about it because you were telling me before we came back on air that you have been going into inner city communities and you have been spreading the word to love on yourself. Simple. Yeah. Let's talk about it.
Well, that initiative was really birthed from my journey, of course, and I know how it feels like to don't love yourself. Because, Debbie, let me tell you this. The lack of self-love is the root of all evil. And it is the most dangerous disease. And if you don't love yourself, you know, be able to love people comfortable. And when I say love yourself, I mean like flaws and all. I'm not talking about being this perfect person and all of that, but loving yourself and accepting and just knowing, say, look here, all things bright and beautiful, all creatures great and small, all things wise and wonderful, the Lord God make them all. And you see an animal, then if you see the zebra, no, you see the zebra try to look like the lion, you see the lion try to look like the snake. So why me must try to look like something that I'm not? I have a lot of light skin friends and I love them, but I wanted to look like them because in my community, brown and round wear the crown, Maga and black zero at the back. So I was a little bit over on the Maga side and the black side. So I wanted to fit in. So what do you think I'm going to do? So the LoveUnuhSelf Initiative was birthed out of that, and I know firsthand how it feels, and I've spoken to a lot of persons, see them and they were like, oh Queen, you know that you make me feel better about myself and stuff. I was like, no, come on, everybody different.
So is it that you go into the schools that are in the inner city communities? Like, where do you go to have this audience with these people?
All right, persons will reach out to me because, you know, I have a social media platform and persons will see me post stuff and say, hey Queen, I see you posting this and posting that. I wanted to come to this school and speak. I heard your audience because I have a WhatsApp cast. I call it a WhatsApp cast that I would have for over 7 years now. I've been doing a WhatsApp cast and I will post it up on YouTube and send it to my WhatsApp group and they will share it with their network and then persons will just call me and get referrals based on that.
Love that. And you say you have a collaboration as well with Project Star?
Yes.
Yeah.
Working with the kids from the inner city community. Them call it spoilers, but they're not no spoilers.
No, ma'am.
Rose Garden
That's right.
Community helping the kids them with some pageantry and stuff. But they're doing PEP right now, so they're on a break. So go back to that project soon.
Yeah, you're mentioning that several persons have come back to you saying that what you have imparted on them has been really influencing the way in which they see themselves now and their overall lifestyle as well. You know, give us a story of somebody whose life has now been transformed since you came in, you spoke to them, you helped them to navigate their own, mishap, just
this person that stand out to me. I'm going to share two persons. One, she was in a mental institution.
Okay.
And on the verge of committing suicide. And she used my WhatsApp cast, my WhatsApp audience as the roadmap to self-discovery.
Really?
So she listened to that. She was even talking to me about 3 months ago, a couple weeks ago, she was telling me, thank you very much, And then, of course, Carrie-Ann Greenwood, you know about Carrie-Ann Greenwood, the first Miss Global, first runner-up Jamaica. Miss Jamaica, she entered the competition in Thailand about a few weeks ago, and she was the first runner-up to break a record. So I was introduced to her through Jermaine, which is the owner and the co-founder of Miss Jamaica East competition, and I went to them and I spoke to them last year. And while she was in Thailand, I sent her a message saying, congratulations. So me, I said, she busy, she never answered me, but me never paid that no mind.
And she answered.
Lo and behold, in the morning, I woke up to this text saying that, Queen, thank you for helping me to know who I am.
Wow. We don't have much time
confirming that. And she said, I inspire to inspire others. So big up yourself, Carrie-Ann Greenwood, and thank you.
I have to ask before we wrap up about your contact information, because I know somebody out there this morning is watching, they want to collaborate with you and help you out. So tell us how they can reach you.
I can visit my Instagram at Authentic Queen Simone or www.AuthenticQueenSimone.com, my website, or 876-533-2402.
Good job, my darling. Good job, my sister. Love it. Love it. Inner self-confidence coach and founder of the LoveUnuhSelf Initiative, Simone Maghanza.